Merry meet and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 16th of August, 2024, or whatever day you happen to be watching this. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Deline and the lovely Jennifer. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. I am today reading with the Trionfi della Luna, and I've put a link to the seller of this. I didn't see this deck in their store, so it may be coming back into print, but they have some other beautiful decks that you might be interested in. Let's purify with this Roger and Gallet Extra Vieille, very old cologne recipe. I've also put a link to purchase that in the video description of this video on YouTube, should you be interested. If you're watching us, excuse me, on a restream on YouTube, and you don't feel like watching me shuffle, all you have to do is use the timestamp right in the video description to get right to the reading. If you are watching us on YouTube and you what, Ariel, and you what? If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Oh, there goes my voice. Hold on. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. This reading goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it applies to you, just disregard it, because it probably is not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find the most recent of all of those tarot streams right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation, and we do appreciate your support. Just as a reminder, I do not read with reversed cards, so if the card comes out upside down, I'm just going to flip it right side up, and that's how I like to do things, so that's the way it is. Thanks again for being here. Let's do one more shuffle, give this deck a nice clean cut, and we will see what's in the cards for everybody today. Ooh, hello, hello. All right, starting out with the King of Cups. I just adore that card. Five of Coins, not my fave. The Devil is a good card too. I like all the Trump cards. I like all the cards. There's always something important about them. But this Five of Coins usually is fears about money, fights about money, conflicts about money. Sometimes it's money problems even. So if any of those things are plaguing you, just understand that your way out of them is to go internally, not externally. A lot of us, when something is happening, and it may not also be money, it can be any kind of physical asset. So that includes physical health problems, any of that. The tendency is going to be, for most of us, is to go out into the world and try to fix whatever it is. And that's what this Devil card is. But you see, when you do that, then you say, oh, it must look this way. It must look this way. If it doesn't look this way, then it's not working. And you try to go and manipulate things in the physical world to try to fix it. And you can get some temporary results, but you don't get peace and you don't get the success that you desire because you're not working at the realm of cause, which is this King of Cups, the internal world, where you already have all the power to have what you want, where you want it, how you want it. So learning how to work with the internal planes to solve problems rather than going out into the world and trying to fix them. It's been said that trying to go out into the world and fix problems is akin to rearranging the decks on the rearranging the chairs on the deck of the Titanic. It's not going to do much for you other than make you feel a little better. But if you want actual lasting results and things that work out for you, you got to work out in the internal planes. It says this King of Cups is saying you already know this. But sometimes we forget. We all do. It's okay. We forget and we get freaked out and we get afraid, and that fear causes us to try to do things in the world that are not as effective as if we were to just relax, let go of the tension from the body, calm down the mind, go internally, and allow ourselves to find what it is that we seek internally, and then the externals take care of themselves. So this is a fear response to your environment. It's normal. Don't worry about it, but just remind yourself that that's not where your power is. Your power is inside. Now, it's going to give us a lot more as far as suggestions on what to do. There we go. Seven of coins, Emperor, nice. And Queen of Cups, wow. So it's all about the internal. It's all about the internal world. It's saying do whatever you can do to feel better emotionally about the situation. Find a way to look at things that makes you feel even just a little bit better. If you feel a little bit better, if you have more peace, if you have more certainty about the situation will follow suit. Right? So a lot of people say, okay, so internal, I'm going to do internal. And then they go and they like visualize really hard and and they don't ever get that feeling of like, oh, everything's going to be fine. Everything is working out. Oh, I trust this. I have faith that this is working out for me. And if you can have that relaxation and that beautiful internal sense that things are working out for you, then everything starts to work out for you. So don't misunderstand when we say internal. That doesn't mean to go and worry more, but add some visualization to it or something like that. It means that you need to learn how to let go of your attachment to how things look for the moment and go within and find peace within regarding the situation, and knowing that the most peaceful thought, the most peaceful, happy, joyous thought that you can reach for is going to start to reflect itself in the circumstances, and things start to work out better. Actually, they start to work out a lot better. The Seven of Coins is saying complete turnaround. And I think for some of you, the complete turnaround has already started, and that's what got you freaked out. The complete turnaround has already started, and that's why you're freaking out, because things are changing. And so rather than say, oh, no, it can't, that's not what the turnaround should look like. That's not what the upgrade should look like. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. What that does is derail the turnaround. It derails your success. So instead, just accept the things that are happening and recognize that it's all transitory. Things are shifting and moving for your benefit. And you want to stay in it being for your benefit by finding that internal peace, that internal certainty that things are working out for your highest good, for your very highest good, and not having that need to micromanage the manifestations. Let the manifestations go through what they have to go through. Sometimes things have to work themselves out, and that's fine. You're safe. Everything is safe, but you're in charge. That's what this Emperor card is saying, is that this is your empire. So if you don't like the manifestations as they are, it's not necessarily that you have to, as the Emperor, go in and change it and fix it. You as the Emperor need to find your advisors to advise you on the situation, to brief you on what's really happening. And if you can relax and meditate and just ask for that internal guidance, this is all about intuition and internal guidance, this King and Queen of Cups, then you're going to be shown this is things working out for you. It just sometimes it's not even that things have to get worse before they get better, but it can appear that way to you, but they're not getting worse before they get better. Things are just working themselves out, and you're freaking out by reacting to them because they don't look the way that you say they should look. And that's what your advisors are going to tell you. Trust the process. Know that this upgrade is happening, and the upgrade is happening in the perfect way. And if you can just not judge it and just let it be there, knowing that everything's working out, then you're not going to delay the process. But if you get into all this devil maneuver, and the devil maneuver is simply you being attached to specifics and being afraid based on the fact that things aren't a specific way. That's a fear response. And then reacting out of fear by going into the world and trying to manipulate it, all that does is slow everything down or stop it, or sometimes even reverse it. I don't think you're going to reverse it though, because you've got too much spiritual power going on internally. But just recognize that you can really slow everything down if you react out of fear and you run in and try to fix things yourself. Don't fix anything. Nothing's really broken. It just appears that way to you because you don't understand the big picture. So instead, go internally, get the advice that you need. Learn how to ask about things for now, especially when things aren't looking the way that you think they should, or you're afraid that things are taking a turn for the worse. Ask how you should respond rather than pretending that you know how to respond. Just when something happens, like say, I don't know, sometimes in the midst of an upgrade, the thing, I'm not saying this is happening, but I've seen this happen. I want a financial upgrade. And the universe says, okay. Oh, that job is horrible for you. Let's get rid of that job. And you're like, wait a minute. I don't want to get rid of my job. I just wanted more money. But sometimes you have to get rid of the job or get rid of whatever it is, because until you did, you wouldn't have the motivation to go out and look for something better. So sometimes, even though it looks horrible, when you look back on it in a few weeks, you say, oh my gosh, if I hadn't lost that job, I wouldn't have this great position now because I would have just put up with it. I would have just stayed there, right? So that kind of thing, I'm not saying it's your job, but that kind of thing can happen all the time in the midst of an upgrade. It looks like it's getting worse, but it's not. You just don't see the big picture. Right? You just don't see what's really happening. And so that's why it's really being very clear that you must not interfere, that you must go deep within and find that peace and that certainty and understand and learn how to just look at your life with a bowl of popcorn and just say, I wonder what's going to happen next. Can't wait to see how this works itself out. I know it's working out. My advisors told me. The emperor is not always the most effective when the emperor gets personally involved with things. It's much better for the emperor to just be advised on the way things are and give his opinion, but also to defer to the experts. And in your world right now, the experts are your intuition, your higher mind, that deep mind within you that has the answers. So don't be fooled by appearances. Don't react out of fear about what you think is going on and try to fix it, because it's a delay. It actually interferes, not helps. And just know that things are working out. You're in the midst of an upgrade. Things are working out beautifully, and don't prejudge it, because you're going to look back and say, woo, I'm so glad I didn't mess that up. That worked out perfectly. Very, very wonderful reading for everybody today. Don't let the devil get you down, because the devil is just your own tendency to want to rush in out of fear and do things based on the idea that things aren't the way they're supposed to be, because they don't fit your preconceived notions of what it should look like, because you don't understand the process. So just know that, and just realize that you're being cared for. All is well. You have to get through this moment of readjustment, and you'll see that everything is for your highest good. All right, so we have two trump cards here, the Devil and the Emperor. So if you are interested in a meditation, there's two. The Emperor meditation is called Claiming Your Royal Powers, and the Devil card is called Breaking Yourself Free from Fear. And you can find all of those tarot meditations for all the trump cards by following the link in the video description of this video on YouTube. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And thank you so very much to the amazing moderators, Delene, Jennifer, and Dre. And I'm off for the weekend because I'm going to a wedding. And then we're off Monday and Tuesday. So I won't see you till Wednesday. So I hope everybody has a wonderful 4 days, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Until then, blessed be.